evening, afternoon or morning, wherever you may be. Right, okay, I will do my little bit that I do every sort of week, 10 days, where we look at an Archie luxury video and give a little reply. And last night he made a video saying the only way to buy a luxury watch is by buying it pre-owned, and you're fucking stupid if you buy new, yada yada yada. You've probably seen the video. He's probably made the same video 3-4 times. Okay, fair enough. And I've said before, to a guy like him who's been in the trade for 20 years and has contacts and buyers and sellers, you know, great, buy pre-owned, you know what you're doing. A lot of us don't really know what we're doing though. And I've just been on the phone for an hour to a Glaswegian chap who lives down in Wales by the name of Alan McMillan. Alan's got his own channel. He's made a couple of videos about his Rolex Explorer 2 purchase. Now, we were in contact with each other a couple of weeks ago. He bought this X2. It was supposedly 2 years old, and he bought it for £4,000. Now, that made me pluck my ears up, because he sort of said 4-ish grand, and I thought, this is the guy I was talking. I thought 4-ish grand. I thought you mean about 4.5 then. But no, apparently he got it for 4, and he had it 6 days and it stopped. And to cut a long story short, he's quite an astute guy, and he was clued up on his consumer rights, and he went back to the shop. He gave them a little bit of, you know, the benefit of the doubt and let them try and fix it. But then he realised he was getting the runaround from them, basically put his foot down and said, I want my fucking money back. And they ummed and ahed and sort of had a little tantrum, but eventually relented and had to give him his money back, or recredit his card. So it all sort of worked out for him in the end, but his experience of buying pre-owned has been somewhat soured. I did actually suggest to him just now, so maybe what he's best doing is taking his money, taking it and do what I say, and going to an authorised dealer and saying, here's £4,000, give me 18 months Chucky for the fucking another 1,500-1,600 quid, and give me a brand spanking new one. One that hasn't been tampered with by some other fucker, basically. So yeah, so buy pre-owned as long as you know what you're doing, right? He thought this company was a reputable dealer. Apparently they were using some guy used to, a watchmaker, right? This would be some prick that puts batteries in quartz watches, all of a sudden is a watchmaker and can now fucking look inside your Rolex. So it all worked out for him in the end. And go and watch his videos. Alan McMillan, not Muck, Macmillan, right? He's just got a couple of videos up, and he's a big old Scottish guy, and he's now Rolex less. So my retort to that is, you know, buying pre-owned for a lot of people isn't the right thing to do. I heard somebody say you get more of a choice with pre-owned. Well, I'm looking to buy a Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso. You know, the second-hand market for them is very, very limited. In fact, the probably best thing I could do is go to the authorised dealer with the catalogue and say, if you've got this one here, this is the one I want. And for them to say, no, we'll have to order that from the factory. And I'll think, you fucking dancer. If you order it from the factory, then all of a sudden, it's not spent a year sat in their fucking case and been on 3 or 4, 10 guys' fucking wrists when they've been trying it on. So then you are then getting an absolutely pure watch. So, yeah, so that's just a little rebuff or retort to Archie's wee spiel yesterday about pre-owned. I'm not saying it's the wrong way to go, but for a lot of us, it's maybe not the right way. And as I say, you know, some of these watches can sit in these dealers' windows for years. I mean, Alan was saying about a jeweller in Glasgow that sells pre-owned stuff, and he was talking about a root beer dial GMT. And I said to him, I said, when did you go in there and see that? He said, about a couple of weeks ago. And I thought, fuck, I thought that was in that shop 18 months ago when you know, when I first walked in there. I noticed this little GMT with the root beer dial. And so that's basically sat in a cabinet for 18 months. So, you know, what's the chance of that being wound up straight away, put on your wrist, and then holding good time? I wouldn't hold my fucking breath anyway. But there you are. So, not for everyone. So Archie, I think what you need, Archie, you know this, this is what I think you need. You're going on about not going to, you know, you don't get invited to the authorised dealer and you don't get invited to the Rolex fucking do or whatever. I think you're jealous. I think you want to get invited to these things, and that's what it is. Anyway, I'm going to get off. I need to make a phone call to Australia. Okay? Cheers. Not at all, Mr. Suckleman. No, not at all. Mr. Suckleman, look, you know, I've got Archie and Andy eating out the palm of my hand. Eating out the palm of my hand. I mean, God, I mean, Archie's sending messages, videos to me saying, you know, how he loves my channel so much, and I'm not even fucking paying him. As regards to Mr. Hunter, well, you know, he's still in hospital. Well, the hospital had to get a clarinet player in to, because the dog bit his cock. No, yes, sir. No. The dog bit his cock, sir. And they've got a clarinet player in, and the clarinet player is going to show him how to hold his cock correctly when he goes for a wee-wee. Because he'd be pissing all over the place else, wouldn't he? Yes, not a problem, sir. No, when I saw your video, I was absolutely delighted to be part of it. Absolutely delighted, sir. There you go. No, it's a tremendous honour. Tremendous honour, Mr. Suckhorn. Can I call you John? Mr. Suckhorn. Okay, that's not... No, yes, yeah. Yeah. Yes, I'm well aware of what a sycophant is, Mr. Suckhorn. Anyway, you know, can I ask you a question? Any chance of you and Archie doing another video together? Sorry I asked. That'll be a no then. No, absolutely not. Of course you have your reasons, of course. Okay. Listen, I know it must be breakfast time for you, sir, so I shall let you go on. Listen, I mustn't keep you, sir. Okay. Cheers. Toodle pip. Did you see the way I got him telt? The old bastard.